Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready. Go. Come on. Let's go.
I'm gonna kick your ass so
Hey.
far.
Watch your language. My parents are here.
What are they doing here?
Well, they like to watch me compete.
Gee, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish my folks would support me that way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Come on.
She's eating chips.
And she's so thin, it's evil.
I hate her.
I don't know, Kath. I think it's important not to prejudge people. I mean, what we are inside is so much more important than a beautiful casing.
Kathy, come on. Mother Teresa would be jealous.
Do you think those chips taste good?
Well, they are chips.
Red cord, stupid question.
Thank you. Welcome aboard, Roses.
Right.
Well, you know what it's like.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome aboard.
You're right, I hate her. I know it's a cliche, but if I ate that, it would go right to my hips, with rest-ups at my tummy, arms, and ears.
Your ears, Kathy?
Yeah, when I overeat, my lobes balloon. You hadn't noticed?
No, I hadn't noticed. But then I can eat whatever I like. Of course, I gain weight. But you know, when I was younger, I could eat all day. Of course, then I always worked it off. Shot putting and hunting. Do you know that I haven't shot an elk in over 3 seasons? I must be getting old.
Ah!
What?
Don't use that word.
What word?
The O word.
Orgasm? Ornithology?
No, old. As in the sentence, I'm getting old.
Hi, this is from the man in the restaurant down the street. He saw you on your way to work.
Oh, thank him for me.
I have a confession to make.
I'm all ears. Sorry.
Sometimes I go bar hopping.
Yeah, that's great.
No, it's not what you think. I don't drink, I just order.
What?
I go hoping they'll ask me for ID.
That's sick. I haven't been asked for ID since I was 12.
See, you don't have to worry about aging, Kath, but I do. For I am cute.
Yeah, you are cute.
But the cute as a species don't age well. No, I know my appeal. I took marketing.
Listen up, kid. You may be getting a little bit older, granted, but you have a wonderful life.
I do?
Yes, you do. You have
I have,
there's, you have,
I have my own set of paws.
yeah! Your own set of paws.
Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering, would you take these? I've, kind of run out of space.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Thanks.
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
Ooh, I forget.
You forget?
23? No, 2. 22. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Kathy, I see you got some flowers. So, who's the lucky guy, huh?
I will. Blush, blush.
Actually, Jer, they're from the new girl.
What?
Yes, with a card that said, "Lesby friends." Tell everyone about the new Welcome aboard.
Hey, the sun's going down on you guys, man.
That's right.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Come on.
Okay, you take the good-looking guy, and I'll take the real ugly guy. You think he's good-looking?
Yeah, you know, nice eyes, honest smile. I don't know.
Oh, gosh, where did I go off to then, eh?
Well, your cheese is getting cold.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I was completely gone there for a minute.
What were you thinking about?
Oh, you know, just listening to the band.
Listening to what band?
Oh, you know, when you drift away, when you daydream, you always see that little tiny oompa band and you sort of nod to the music, you know.
I don't see a tiny oompa band when I daydream.
What do you mean you don't see a tiny little oompa band when you daydream?
Well, I don't.
Well, what do you see?
Well, I see lots of things. I see things. I see people.
People?
Friends. Well, sometimes I imagine myself somewhere else.
Somewhere else? How charming. So you take a little vacation without leaving where you're at. Splendid. Gosh, and what do you take for the headaches?
What headaches?
Oh, you know, those unbelievably painful headaches you get just after you daydream.
I don't get any headaches. My God, are you getting headaches?
Yes, every time.
Maybe you should see a doctor.
Do you think I could be sick?
Darill?
Yes, doctor.
I'm afraid that you have a brain tumor.
Yes. I was afraid that's what it was.
You are going to die.
And with so much left undone, I have yet to visit Asia Minor.
Darill.
Hey, I just went to a doctor's office. Yes, and I imagined he was telling me that I was dying of a brain tumor. Oh, this is fantastic. A whole world of imagination beyond the oompa band.
Well, that's wonderful. I have to go.
Oh, you're not going.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you're not going.
Yes, I am.
You're not going to go.
Yes, I am.
All right, you go, and I'll daydream a little adventure for you using my newfound powers of imagination. Okay?
Goodbye, Darill.
Bye. Oh, yes. All right. Oh, yes. Work that love triangle. Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'll take
No,
that.
let me do this one.
All right.
Okay. I'll take the guy in the t-shirt, and you take the great flesh-eating creature of Antor.
Okay, sure.
Okay, let's go!
It's a minute, the way they are. Rock and roll with us, the way they are. The way they are. Rock and roll with us, the way they are.
Take it all off. Whoops. I was just auditioning a dancer in virtual reality. He's hired. I thought he was very sexy for a cartoon. Sort of like me. The difference is, cartoons work for free. This entire virtual reality ensemble was a gift from a chic admirer of mine. Not an admirer that's chic, just the rich Arab. The technology is still very crude. You can basically get the same effects from sitting too close to the TV, but then there's no hat. But of course, it's getting better all the time. One day there'll be virtual reality concerts. Imagine Liza this close and sweating on you. Scary! One day you'll be able to actually interface with other cybernauts in cyberspace. Which leads one to the obvious, virtual sex. That should be easy. Gays have been having virtual sex for years now. The only problem is, the people you're most likely to encounter in Cyberland would be computer nerds and hackers. Trekkies with red pubic hair. Of course, I suppose since the idea is to leave the body behind, you could look like anybody you want. I think I'd be a man. It's just more exciting to pretend. It'd be sort of like phone sex, except less expensive and less dangerous. Well, you know how it is when you're talking to someone on the phone and he sounds like the sexiest man in the land. So you go over in the dead of the night, really drunk. And he lives in a really scary part of town, but you don't care because you're really horny. And then when he opens the door, he's standing there nude and he looks like Burgess Meredith. This happened to a friend of mine. This would never happen in virtual reality because you never leave the artificial environment. Sort of like me. The last time I left the bar, I went to a bar. Eventually, you'll be able to get it on with all your favorite stars. I know what you're thinking. When can you have virtual sex with me? Well, you'll be happy to know that I'm already hard at work on a Buddy Cole program. It'll come in 3 locations: the bedroom, the back room, and the bushes. What do I like best about virtual reality? Smoking.
You want another hard-boiled egg?
Okay, but I've already had 4.
4? But I made 6, 3 each.
Hey, you know I like my hard-boiled eggs.
But I did all the work. I boiled the water, I peeled the eggs.
Well, you kept handing them to me. Why'd you give me 4?
I wasn't counting. I'm gonna eat this one.
Hey, do what you do.
Stop the car!
What?
There's a deer by the water.
What?
There's a deer by the water.
Where?
There.
A what?
A deer.
That's not a deer, that's a bear.
No, it's a deer.
Where?
There by the water.
Hey, that is a bear.
Whatever it is, it's by the water. I'm gonna go get a picture for the Goyles.
What?
I'm gonna get out of the car. I'm gonna get a picture of the deer for the Goyles.
But it's a bear.
If it is a bear, don't you think a bear's a worthy picture for the Goyles?
Hey, I wouldn't get out of no car to take a picture of a bear.
I'm gonna get out of the car. I'm gonna take my camera. I'm gonna get a picture of the deer or bear by the water. Are you coming with me?
No, because in my heart of hearts, I know that's a bear.
All right, but don't eat my last hard-boiled egg.
Hey, but if the bear eats you, then can I eat your hard-boiled egg?
be beautiful.
Ooh, that's a good-looking egg.
Here, pretty dear. Here, pretty dear. Bear! Charging bear! Start the car!
I told you it was a bear.
Start the car!
The car won't start.
Did you eat my hard-boiled egg?
Hey, I thought the bear was gonna eat you.
Is that agreement? You would eat a hard-boiled egg?
Hey, call it a funeral egg. I don't know. It was a good-looking egg.
Start the car! Start the car!
On October 31st, 1976, an era came to an end. The great vaudeville entertainer, Cyril St. John, almost completely forgotten and entirely dead, was laid to rest.
Daddy never liked Cyril. No, not in the least, no. In fact, when Cyril was only a baby, Daddy once took Cyril and put him in a paper bag and threw him in the river. I believe it was his intent to drown Cyril. But somehow or another, Cyril managed to escape the bag and make it to shore, and Daddy, quite despite himself, was heard to remark, "That boy's really got something." He still never liked Cyril, but after that there was respect.
The man once known to millions worldwide simply as the escapist began his career modestly in the early 30s. This early newsreel footage shows him performing one of his most celebrated feats, the escape from the large wet paper bag. But the thrill-hungry audiences of the 30s were not easily satisfied.
Transatlantic news. The escapist, testing the limits of humanity.
Mr. Mayor, would you please attest as to the authenticity of this straight jacket?
Yes. To the best of my knowledge as mayor, I would have to say that this appears to be a completely authentic straitjacket of the type used in our own humanely run insane asylums. And Mr. St. John, may I say that you would have to be insane to attempt this daring stunt.
We shall see, Your Honor. May I now please be raised into the air?
The minutes passed, turned into hours. The hours became days. The days stretched into weeks. Although Cyril struggled on gamely, it was all too apparent that the great escapist had finally met his match.
1941 found America racing to war, and the public quickly lost interest in daredevils. Cyril, no longer in the spotlight, was quick to enlist to serve his country. After being wounded a record 276 times, Cyril returned to America as an honored war hero, and he was given his own show in the new medium of television.
Hey, Dad. Yes, Ronnie?
Do you think I could borrow the car tonight?
Well, I don't know, Ronnie.
Aw, come on. It's not like you're gonna be using it.
Why, I ought to...
Yeah, as if you could. See you, Pops.
The great thing about TV in the old days was that it was live. You got one shot at it and anything could happen. Somebody'd forget a line, break a prop. Hell, he might even have gotten out of that damn thing. You never knew.
Fit to be Tied ran from 1950 to 1958, when, according to network executives, despite the addition of a monkey to the cast, the premise just ran out of steam. Several unsuccessful films followed. Bound to Serve was the tale of a Mountie bringing law and order to the Canadian Northwest. Although considered to be his best film, it was also considered to be terrible. 20 minutes after its release, Cyril announced his retirement from show business. Many years of isolation followed. Unable to cope with life out of the public eye, Cyril St. John, the escapist, lapsed into mental illness and was institutionalized.
Now, in the early 70s, something strange and wonderful happened. The old kinescopes of Fit to Be Tied were rerun all over America, and a whole new generation was being turned on to Cyril St. John. This, of course, led to the famous Carnegie Hall appearance in '74.
Lydia, oh Lydia, say, have you met Lydia? Lydia, the tattooed lady. Oh, Lydia, Lydia, tattooed lady.
That was to be the escapist's last public appearance, but for one.